Hey there, today we were going to go on over how to replace the lower bearing carrier on a Mercury 8 horsepower lower unit. This is a 1993 unit. There's a serial number on it, but before we get going too far, I just want to let you know there are a couple different lower unit designs on this motor. I have the service manual right here. If you want, that is the model number or the manual number right there for the engine that we're working on. You can see it goes from 6 horsepower all the way on up to a 15 horsepower, and a lot of the at least the 8 horsepower and the 9.9 horsepower. The only difference in those that I can really go and find is the carburetor, and it looks like this carburetor was actually updated to a 9.9 horsepower carburetor, so different jet sizes and stuff. And then the WM23 is on the 9.9. But like I said, we are going to be going on over the disassembly of the lower unit, how do you go and take that off and replace the bearing carrier. So it's actually pretty darn easy, not too difficult. First thing you want to do is drain the oil. As you can see, there's a drain plug right there, or the breather plug. Then there's the actual drain plug right there. This thing was leaking. He actually, my buddy brought it on over because the carburetor wasn't, it was spitting fuel on out. I ended up doing that. It started leaking on my floor, so I was like, well, heck, we can go and fix that lower unit while we're at it. So all this is you just go and unscrew that. Then inside there's another piece that pops off. Then the prop comes right off there. And I like to go and put all those pieces right in there. Then this piece right here, that just slides off. When I first saw it, I really wanted to crank on it because I was like, well, heck, that, but no, just slides right on off. Then we have the bearing carrier. As you can see, this one is beat up because I didn't want to spend over $100 on this. Yeah, there it is. Bearing carrier removal tool. I don't have the measurements on this, but it just barely slides right on over the top. Oop, there we go. Barely slides right on over the top. And this is actually left-hand threaded, so you have to turn it to the right to take it on out. Without this tool, yeah, good luck getting this thing on out. It's not going to go well. Maybe you can make one, but yeah, it, like I said, it slides right on over there, and then it has 3, so that one's straight on over, and then there's 2 other notches right in there. But yeah, we can maybe go over that, and then this just slides on out. And as you can see, we will go over the parts real quick, but that's what it looks like when it pops on out. So I had it. There we go. There's my bookmark. So this actually goes through it. It's page 6-9. And it's actually talking about going and taking that off right there. And so it goes over all this right here. And now I will go over some of the pieces. So this little piece right here, it is actually will come on out. So don't lose that little piece. Like I said, I like to leave everything in order. So this slides on out. And I'm doing this on the floor, so I try to leave everything on there. And sorry for the wobbling. And then this here is the reverse gear. That just pops right on out. That's all it is to it. Now, You can go and see inside there. I've already cleaned it on out a little bit. I'll probably clean it out a little bit more. But all you do is you essentially apply your marine grease to this. So I got some Lucas marine grease. Apply that right there. And then you are going to install the reverse gear in there. And then you are going to install your shaft. Put that back in there. And then reassemble. It's not a real difficult thing. Now, if you just want to go and replace the seals, let's say that you did not go and buy, or you don't destroy your bearing carrier, which I hope you don't, because the seals really are not that bad, badly priced. One reason, well, the other reason, because I went and bought the whole new carrier seal, is I felt bad because I destroyed my buddies, and I was like, I'm not going to go and do that to them. But then the other thing is, when you go and take these, so there is actually two seals. There's a seal inside there, and then there's that seal, the metal seal on the outside. And then there's actually a bushing right down inside there. It's kind of hard to see. But this kind of goes over this right in here. And there's actually a mandrel. So if you do want to go and remove those, replace them, you need this mandrel right here. It's 91-824787. I have no idea how much that one costs, but that's the one that you need. And I highly suggest that you buy these tools, so that way you're not destroying them. But right here you can actually see how you're supposed to go and remove them. D right there is the fish line cutter seal. And then C is the oil seal. So there's two of them in there. And then there's also that bushing. And that bushing, I don't know what I did with it. But I did originally go and buy them before I went and busted it. So yeah, there's a bushing, and then there's two oil seals right there. And then that's how you tap them on out. And then in order to replace them, you go and use that mandrel and put them back in. So... But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Thanks for taking the time and watching this, and hopefully this helps.